For Thursday VetCon, we've got bar muscle ups coming up again. Scaling options are slightly different to those that we had for last week's skill work, in that we're going to add in the option to do max reps for time, which is quite a good variation to do. So the RX is 25 reps followed by 15 reps later in the workout. As James says in his video, I think it's James doing it this time, scaling to about 4 minutes for the 25 bar muscle ups and 3 minutes for the 15 bar muscle ups would be a great variation. So max reps within that time is a great way to think about that. I think it's a good option for athletes. It keeps people on the same kind of timings as well. And those advanced athletes that have 25 bar muscle ups in 4 minutes, which is going to be very small number of athletes, can do that. I wouldn't necessarily say that you should be doing that if you are going to be doing one attempt every minute for 4 minutes. I think that you would be better doing a larger volume of jumping bar muscle ups. So try to encourage athletes to do that. Remember, we're trying to train to get better, and doing a half bar muscle up every couple of minutes is not really going to match the stimulus for the workout. So I would suggest that if people have a bunch of bar muscle ups, they take the option of 4 minutes and 3 minutes. If they have one bar muscle up in a blue moon, then they should be going to a jumping bar muscle up variation. As I spoke about in the ring dip video, avoid bands just because they don't actually help you at the point where you need to help. And they do affect the quality of your movement over that bar. If someone wants to use bands in a practice session and try it out, or if you feel like you still have some benefit from using bands in a PT session, then feel free to try that. But I know from my own experience and just from the work we did on that course, there's a lot more skill transfer to doing a jumper bar muscle up than there is to a banded bar muscle up, just because of the way that the band pulls and the shape and what it does to your hollow position. Remember, when we're doing these bar muscle ups, that we're looking to create this wide movement over the bar, trying to keep athletes away from the bar from as long as possible, for as long as possible. I'm going to try one now. This could be a mess. I haven't practiced it. Okay, but as we're coming up and over, we're maintaining that width, and think about the head path being circular over that bar. We don't want to be getting into this position when we're getting close. So think about a nice circular head path over that bar. And that's going to recreate what you're looking for. And obviously athletes can do that on those lower boxes. They can still maintain good form, and that can be above head level. Definitely find it translates, and some of those athletes then may find that with that skill work they might want to do a couple of attempts within those 25 jumping bar muscles or 15 muscles. They want to start doing a couple of bar muscle attempts in there, absolutely fine. For those athletes that are maybe working on their chest to bar pull-ups and they have a few of those, we can go for the same variation of timings in chest to bar pull-ups. And if someone's got 25 chest to bar pull-ups, then they should be working and progressing towards their bar muscle up. But if they've got a handful of chest to bar pull-ups, maybe they're doing singles or ones or twos, and they want to work that, they could do either 25 chest to bar pull-ups, but I would suggest maybe 4 minutes of chest to bars for the round 25 and 3 minutes for the round of 15. It's going to be a great option for them. Like I say, if they have 25 in 4 minutes, then they probably should be looking at progressing onto a bar muscle up progression. Now finally, those athletes, and this is a great comment I mentioned in the video, a great option for those athletes that haven't got pull-ups, but they want to build the strength in the muscle up, is to work on ring muscle up transitions. You should know these by now, but just in case. I think Helen's the only one coaching this class, so I'm sort of coaching to Helen, but we might use this video in future ones. Remember the transition, we can make it as easy or as difficult as you need to go this way around, depending on how much you make that ring row difficult, pulling up, coming over, and then if they want to add in that toe assisted dip, they can do. Obviously we did ring dips the previous day, so we did that Wednesday. You don't necessarily need to do that feeling, but the feeling of actually getting the pull and that transition is going to be really good for them building that strength towards the pull-up. And actually the transition is going to build that strength towards later chest to bar pull-up, because you're working that same shoulder extension that you get at the final part of a chest to bar pull-up. So those people working pull-ups, that's a great option, especially because we're doing pull-ups later in the week on Saturday. Don't really want to be doing some strength option for your pull-ups this week. This is a slight variation on that. All right, so this video is purely for Helen, I suppose, but like I say, I can use it for future workouts, hopefully. Thanks.